of a big black man chasing you!
Running is a beautiful sport. It's one person carrying their own weight, going as fast as they can for as long as their willpower can manage. Or at least that's the Strava caption quarter-life crisis college grads put in the description of their 2-mile marathon training run before consuming 1,000 calories of coffee and baked goods. The idea of running is funny since it's a pivotal part of human biology and plays a key role in just about every other sport imaginable. Back in the day, Grug and his horde of cave people had to chase Manny off a cliff so they can have their next meal, only for them to have to run away from Diego after they brutally murdered his best friend. Now it's just a bunch of skinny guys running in Zone 2 to drop their mile time by half a second and claim their prime Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Jokes aside, I have a love-hate relationship with running. On the one hand, I got irreversible knee damage, and on the other, I can now fulfill my role as the delusional unk who could have gone pro. I love giving terrible advice and following it up with a long story no one wants to hear. Cross country had to be the worst of it. Endless mind-numbing miles only to run more as a cooldown. And guess what? The next day is the same exact thing. Maybe a little slower for recovery. It's like curing a hangover by drinking more alcohol, except this time, somebody is proud of you for it. The people weren't bad, most of them. After essentially being hazed for weeks on end, you tend to get pretty close with the people you're doing it with, or you hate them, no in between. Regardless, you're the band kids of the sport world, and nothing could be done to change that. Track and field, same idea, different concept, was much more enjoyable in my opinion, but only if you strayed away from the distance events. You're telling me I could choose if I wanted to run 11 seconds or 10 minutes? Not to discredit sprinters, but they would show up, run for less than a minute, and then socialize the rest of the time on the infield. Baller. However, my favorite was the combination of both sprints and distance, the 4x400. I could not wait until the end of the track meet, after running 2 events and cooling down, only to have my coach walk back up to me and hand me a baton. In all seriousness, this was the closest I ever got to running short distance, so I didn't mind it half the time. This opinion, however, is going to get me killed. So in the interest of my safety, it's worse than watching your best friend get ran off a cliff. Running on my own time has been rather difficult now. I partly blame some of the toxic culture surrounding my running career, but honestly, after having to obsess over every single mile, calorie, second, and pound, it really takes the fun out of something I used to enjoy. I wish that I had gotten into it later in my life, just since I used to have love for the game. But then I would have to trade the memories and friendships of a time I overall say I could enjoy just for that fact. I don't know if I'd go back and change it if I could, which is either personal growth or just coping. Probably coping. But at least now I can say my 5K time is the fastest in my family lineage. Besides maybe Grug. But I don't have to run away from the end of the world. You, however, have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, send this to your bum-all homeboy who made running his entire personality.